Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Ada and here I talk about my knitting journey. I'm very late to this, but I wanted to share everything I've knit in 2024. I gave myself a deadline to finish this video by the end of February because I think if it gets to March, then I might as well just wait till next year, I guess. But yes, I just wanted to share what I've made. It is not as much as some other creators have made, so it should not take too long. I just want to say that we might be changing backgrounds throughout the video today because I'm home alone with two kids and I'm not sure I can finish everything in one go, so we might be changing things up, so just be prepared for that. The first thing I want to show is it's actually going to be baby knits because last year I gave birth to my second daughter in February. So the beginning of the year I have spent finishing a couple baby knits for her. So first one will be these lovely pants. What I like about these is that they have buttons, but the buttons are on the back, so the baby does not play with them or swallow them. And also they have a foot that you can close to make into a sock. And yeah, this is a pattern by I think this was Raumagarn. So I'm gonna put the pattern details here as well. I really enjoy them. However, it was supposed to be a size for a newborn baby. And this, the yarn is superwash merino, I think. It didn't say it was superwash, it said it was baby merino. And it has grown a lot. So it really fit her until basically she was 10 months old. But you know, that's nice. It's nice to get more use out of a piece. The same yarn producer, which I don't remember what it was exactly. Again, I'm gonna put this all up here. I also have this apricot color, and with that I had made a tiny little baby sweater. The pattern is by Klumpelumpe. It's a Norwegian-based designer, and I really love this. I mean, just check this out. I don't know if you can see this very well. I really enjoyed having her wear it. The arms are a little long. I don't know if it's also because this yarn grew or what, but for a very long time I've been folding them over. But again, I'm just glad that she got to use it a long time, and yeah, I really love the back pattern. I actually might use this lace motif and like a knit for myself. I have really enjoyed this set. The next finished object was Knitting for Olive's pattern, which was the Darling Wrap. And I have made that in the same baby merino as from this sweater, held together with brushed alpaca silk from Drops. And I'm really glad with this yarn combination. It is kind of a substantial piece now. However, I do understand that it was calling for a mohair, which is much thinner than brushed alpaca silk. And to be honest, the decision was mainly because I was really able to match the brushed alpaca colorway very well with that merino. And also, to be fair, price also made a big difference because this baby merino, I bought it really cheap secondhand, and I kind of didn't feel like pairing that with a very, very expensive mohair. Maybe it's a bit silly, but that was just kind of my logic then. But I'm very glad with what came out of this. It is a warm sweater, and I do enjoy it. Why I decided to make that pattern is because I really like that shape. Also, I thought it would be very convenient for the first few months of having a baby to be able to easily breastfeed while wearing a sweater. So that's what I went for, and I was really excited to make it, and I was really excited to wear it. It was a really nice pattern to make. I'm not like super happy with the way they write patterns, Knitting for the way they make patterns. However, it was like nice enough pattern to follow, and I really enjoyed the finished object. It is really a nice piece, and it is not usually my color, but I really enjoy it. I've really been enjoying that, and I can pair it nicely with some stuff I have, and also because it's not very long, unlike some of my sweaters that I have purchased over the years, I can really pair it nicely with more high-waisted pants and skirts, so I really enjoy that. And also, since it was matching this sweater, and also I have, in that same yarn, I have made a sweater for my older daughter previously. We got to wear matching sweaters for a very short time, but still it happened, and that was very rewarding for me. Next, I want to talk about the basic tank from Untold. It is here. I have made this in the Untold Cotton Merino, and it is a pattern also by Untold, and I have really not really heard of this company before. I think they're based in Trondheim, and they make really funky patterns sometimes. And I saw this yarn, and it just is so soft, and I decided just to buy it. I saw it at a knitting fair, and it was very random and kind of on a whim, and I've cast it on immediately. I bought the yarn, I bought the pattern right there. It was in May, so I really wanted to make it fast so I can wear it through the summer, and I did. I think it took me about a month. Of course, it would take me, I think, shorter time if it wasn't for the stripe. The stripes are motivating to knit because you change colors all the time, but at the same time it is not as mindless as it would be otherwise. And it did require some like paying attention to increases, decreases, so it's not just, you know, knitting in the round. And I really enjoy it. I have made some modifications to it. In the original pattern, it was finished with ribbing on the armholes and the collar, and I switched that to I-cord edging. I just thought that it makes it a little bit cleaner, and also it had an Italian bind off, and I have tried on the sample at this knitting fair, and I could not get it through my shoulders, so I thought I'll just do something else, and instead I did a folded hem. So I've really used up all the yarn I had, because on the inside it does not have the stripes anymore, and I did go down in needle size for the inside. However, now I'm thinking I should have gone either more down in sizes or decreased a bit or something, because it is flaring out a little bit, and right now it looks really wide. It does not look so wide on my body, but it is not like a super fitted top around my waist. But, you know, just kind of like if you just lean into that, then, you know, no problem. I've attempted to make jogless stripes, but I don't think it worked amazingly, but I was just not about to rip that back up and redo it, so it is what it is. I wore it a lot in the summer. It is quite thick fabric, however it is cotton and merino, and because of this it's quite breathable, so I was able to wear it quite a lot in the summer and in other seasons as well. Of course, summers in Norway are not super hot, and maybe I wouldn't wear it on the hottest, sweatiest days, but I did wear it a lot, and I still do, and I think it fits really nicely in my wardrobe in these colors. I really enjoy this piece, and I enjoy the yarn, so I will be making a little bit more summer knits in that yarn, because I think it knits up fast because it was 4mm needles, but it is nice and breathable and it does not feel too warm. Next up we have Cumulus T from Petite Knit. I made the size M in pure silk from Knitting for Olive in color Ballerina. It took me like a year and a half to make. Of course I was not knitting on it constantly, but it did take a long time because it's made on 3mm needles. This is the first time I worked with pure silk, and it was not as easy as I thought it would be. I mean, it's fine. It slides very nicely off the needles, but it is a little cumbersome sometimes. The pattern starts knitting flat to create the V-neck opening, and I found it very tiresome. Of course, the beginning was very exciting, it grows fast, but then it was just a ton of stitches to purl in pure silk, and that was really, I really dreaded that. It really took a long time. It was not motivating. That first part until you join the V-neck, I don't know, it took me like a year, okay? Once I was able to knit in the round, it went really much faster. I enjoy the fabric that the pure silk works up to. However, it is a little bit more finicky than I kind of was prepared for. So for example, I had an unfortunate incident where my husband has spilled red wine on my almost finished Cumulus T, and I was so worried that I will not be able to get it out, but luckily I was able to wash all of that out. However, because of this, I had to wet most of the garment, and basically it was like a wet blocking situation while on the cord, on the try-it-on tubing, and that has stretched some of the stitches out more than I wish, and it has come out a little bit in the blocking afterwards. After it was finished. However, I can still see it. I don't know if other people can see it, but I know it's there. So let's see how it goes with more use and more washes. I made the size medium. Maybe I should have made the size small. It is a little bit looser on me than maybe I have pictured it initially. Petite Knit often designs things with a lot of positive ease, and maybe that is not always something that I would go for, but here I wanted to be a little bit on the safe side because I was worried that if I knit a little too small piece, then it will be stretching the pure silk, and it's not exactly a stretchy fabric. So I'm okay with that size, but I'm not sure. Maybe if I was to knit this in another type of yarn, maybe I would have gone down in the sizing. It is relatively wide. At the same time, I feel like in blocking it kind of shrunk in lengthwise, so like it's okay because if it's so cropped I can wear it with high-waisted pants and some other skirts. But it was just not something I've expected, and something to keep in mind for my future projects. I like this piece, it wears quite nicely. Something I just have to mention is that I did not wear it so much because like I have finished it in September, just before my birthday. So it's been a few months, but the pure silk pills a little bit. Like I did not expect that, and also I don't think it's a really big deal, but it is a little bit more than I have anticipated. I think I was also a little bit uneven regarding picking up stitches for the neckline, for the I-cord, but I think it works out okay. But like I was a little bit worried initially as well that it would show more, but again I was just kind of really wanting to finish that piece as fast as possible since it was on the needles for so long. The next piece I want to introduce is the neck warmer I have designed. It's called Up to Your Ears because it really goes up to your ears. It is a 1x1 rib all the way through. It features an extra long turtleneck. I wanted to make a neck warmer that would cover my décolletage quite significantly and go all the way down basically to my belly button so that I can wear most of my coats throughout winter. The turtleneck is extremely long, and that allows you to fold it as much as you would need. I most often wear it folded twice. Then it sits nicely around my neck. You can fold it over 2 or 3 times if you prefer. So as in, like, if you want to fold it over, this is folded over twice. And also gives a nice neck, I would say. It has some shoulder shaping here, and it is finished off with Italian bind off. This sample is made in Lang Cashmere Classic. Of course, if you can meet gauge, anything else will work. Maybe something that can be held double or triple. The pattern for this is available on Ravelry for free. I'll link it down below. I am happy to share it for free. And if you feel like you would like to give me some feedback on this, I really welcome it. I will put my email down here so that you can contact me directly. I am very open to constructive criticism, so if you have anything to say, just let me know. And with that, I like to wear this hat. It's called the December hat from Knitting for Olive. I have made this in 1 strand untold merino and 2 strands of untold silk mohair. I really like it. You knit it in a pill shape and then fold it inside to create this hat, and then you can have a nice, very thick brim. It is a really warm hat and I really enjoy it, and I'll probably have to make myself some thinner hat as well soon. Yeah, but not much to say about this, just that it's a staple. I wear it almost every day and I love it. The last item I would like to show you is a sweater I have designed last year, and it is called the Geitransienser in Norwegian, or Willowherb sweater in English. I think I'll just stick to the English naming for now. It is a bottom-up knit and round colorwork sweater. It is made on 4.5mm needles using Viking superwash and these bold colors. Currently the pattern includes sizes from size extra small to XXXL. If you would like to test knit this pattern, email me and write what size you would like to make, and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. The deadline is relatively flexible. I want this test knit to be very relaxed, so you're not required to do anything very specific. I would like some feedback regarding the pattern itself as well as the writing. And once we decide on the deadline, let's just stick to that. Most communications will be done on Instagram. That's where I think we can have a little group and chat as the test knit continues. But all that I'll send out to people who will be test knitting. I am really excited about this pattern. I hope you guys will be too. I have used Viking superwash for this pattern, and you are free to knit with whatever yarn you would like as long as you meet the gauge, and I'm also very open to using different colors. It is a thick, substantial sweater, but it is quite perfect for the climate that I live in. Thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. There's been a lot of breaks in the continuity, I understand. I really wanted to just record this on one day, and it turned out to be a 3-day thing. So I really hope that you guys can look past that. I had both kids at home and no real time to sit down and do it in one go. So a quick summary: 2 baby knits, 2 summer tops, 2 sweaters, and 2 accessories. So I thought I would make a little bit more last year, but that's just how it went out time-wise. And I'll just remind again that the pattern for Up to Your Ears neck warmer is available for free on Ravelry. let me know in the comments if you're planning on knitting up to your ears neck warmer. And this is the official call for test knitters for the Geiterams genser or the Willowherb sweater. If you would like to test knit the Willowherb sweater, email me here. I'm really looking forward to this process, and I'm really excited to get that started. So more details down below. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.